Welcome in. I am the CryptoBullGod, and in today's video, what we're going to talk about is one of the most historically significant golden crosses that has just occurred on the Bitcoin chart. If you appreciate the content, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, drop me a comment. You gotta click that bell icon for all notifications to subscribe to the channel and know when I go live each and every single weekday for All in the Charts, my daily live stream taking your crypto TA questions. You can find me on Twitter, you can find me on YouTube, you can even find me on the Instagram and Tradingview. One word, whoop, CryptoBullGod. Just a quick disclosure that none of what I'm sharing is financial advice. I'm simply looking to educate and to help others through sound, logical, technical analysis. We're all big boys and big girls, so we can make our own personal financial decisions. With that being said, let's get into it. All right, so coincidentally, we're going to take a look at 3 charts, and all of them will be on the 3-day time frame. So we are indeed speaking to a golden cross on the 3-day time frame for Bitcoin, and this is very historic. What you're going to denote on this chart is the purple line is always the 50 simple moving average. The pink line is the 200 simple moving average. When we see the purple cross above the pink, that is what is known as a golden cross. It's very bullish for the chart. The orange dotted line is indicating when we have seen a golden cross in the 3-day chart for Bitcoin. If we go back in time, you can see that there is limited price data. This is one of the things I have routinely spoken about, is the fact that Bitcoin, when we chart it, really only has over a decade worth of price data, which is not a lot of price data to go on. So in this case, we don't have a lot of golden crosses that have occurred historically on Bitcoin. This is the only time that it has, this is only the third time it has occurred on the Bitcoin chart. You can see the prior 2 times denoted by the blue arrow. When we've gotten a golden cross here back in 2016, monumental rise in price. We got a golden cross in 2019, monumental rise in price. We have a cross today in 2023. Will we see another parabolic rise in price? We will have to be patient and wait and see. Another thing that I, interestingly enough, have noted on the 3-day chart here, does anybody see what I see? I see at the moment a bull pennant. That is exactly what I see. So while people are fretting over the everyday price and getting lost in the woods rather than zooming out from their private jet above, I see, depending on the point of breakout here, I see an initial target up here towards, the $37,000, $38,000 area for a bull pennant on the 3-day. So we will have to keep an eye on that as well. Something else that I wanted to point to on the 3-day chart from a price indicator perspective, I actually want to point to the DI. Now, this is the ADX DI indicator. We've covered this on this channel several times. I just want to focus on the DI. What we want to see is the green above the red. And there's also this 20 trigger line where the green needs to get above the 20, which looks like it's on a path towards doing right now. The larger the mouth of this green over the red, that's how you can think of it. The larger the mouth, the bigger the move. Let's go back in history and see. You can see here and here the moves we've had. Look back here, though, during a recent time. This monumental gap between the green and red, look at this huge rise in price that we saw, from roughly 10,000 all the way up to 64,000. So we're starting to see that cross right now. Something else that I wanted to share with you. If you click the bell icon to receive all notifications when I go live each and every single weekday for my live stream, All in the Charts. This is something I've been tracking with my community for months, speaking about it. And I projected out here theoretically where we could see a golden cross saying, late July, maybe early August. And here we are. Actually, I think I said mid-July to early August. And I had projected out here approximately the 27th of July. Look where we're getting our cross. A couple, one candlestick later. So you don't need to pay someone to have fancy indicators to project out a golden cross. You can do those things yourself and come up with an approximation. But you can see here the value in tuning into the live stream. This is something we've been talking about for a long time. One other thing that I just wanted to cover on the 3-day chart, I thought it was relevant to the conversation since we're talking about a golden cross. Something else that I've covered, and I did cover on a prior TA video, this is a unique chart. I do this commonly on this channel, and this is something that no one else has spoken about. This is a 3-day chart, and the green line represents a 125 simple moving average. Anytime we've had significant price action below the 125 and then popped our head above it, this is the rate of increase. Price below it for an extended period of time, we popped above it, rate of increase. If we go back in time, significant price action below the 125, popped above it, rate of increase. Okay, now what I've done, I think it's unrealistic to take a look back at 2016 and look at the rate increase. But for the current point in time, now that we've had significant price action below and we popped above it, I look to our prior two more recent time periods here, which would be 2019, and I looked at 2020 and said, well, if we take a look at the average rate of return, that would give us an approximate 5.3x from the point that we've broken the line here, wherever the moving average line is at. That puts us at around $130,000, which lines also up with some other analyses that I've done on this channel projecting out where Bitcoin could theoretically top for its Wave 5 movement that I'm anticipating late this year, early next year. Okay, so far, so good. This moving average has this 125. What I love to see is that this thing is starting to turn up, which is what we want to see. It's not turning down anymore. It's flattened and begun to turn up. And the other thing that I've indicated is that once we pop above this moving average, even if we come down to the green moving average, it should historically act as an area of support and represent a floor price for Bitcoin. So as this continues to move up, if history rhymes, it doesn't need to repeat, but it often likes to rhyme. Even if Bitcoin does come down, this area should act as an area of support. So something else to keep an eye on the 3-day chart. If you appreciate the content, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, drop me a comment, and click the bell icon to receive all notifications and know when I go live each and every single day for a live stream called All on the Charts, where I take your TA Q&A. Until next time, everybody, spread awareness. Let's all carry the education forward.
So what you gonna do, $5 on CryptoBullGod and his crypto maniacs and the entire cryptocurrency